Yes, boys, what the fuck is going on? Right, we're still doing the car, don't worry. We've got a big chest day going down today. I just thought I'd show you what I've been having for my pre-workout meal. So, let me see if we can do this. Right, pre-workout meal. Obviously, the fucking, so you can see it. Water pads out. Need to make sure that's away so Emma don't fucking kick off when she gets home from work. So, pre-workout meal, yeah? Bad boy meal. I've been fancying this lately, so basically what we've got here, 2 full eggs, 4 egg whites, so obviously only 30 grams of protein from animal sources, which pre-workout, personally, I think all you need. You don't need to overdo it. Obviously there's going to be a bit of protein in the sourdough, yeah, and then we've got some rice flour, with a bit of honey in and a banana and some cinnamon. Nice and simple, but you know when you fucking just like fancying eggs on toast, yeah. So we'll fit it into the diet. We've got about 160, 170 carbs here, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, we're gonna get this down, and then I'm going to chill for a little bit, and then I'm going to get in the car, and then we're going to go train chest. Let's get it. Yes, boys. What is going on? As you can see, I've still got bits of shit in the back of my car that needs taking tip, but it can wait. It can wait. Where are we since last video? I think the last video we did was last week. We are, so technically, I was just looking at my my timeline that Cuba mapped out for me after the last show that we did, and I was looking at the timeline, and technically we've got, after this week, so today's Tuesday, after this week we've got 2 full weeks left of the off-season, or the push-up phase, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, but we got as bloods done yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I went to Yorkshire Blood Clinic to see Essin, and so what we're going to actually do is make the next decision. So that's whether we keep on pushing, or we do finish the off season as planned in the next couple of weeks, based on what the blood work's saying. So if the blood work's really good, then we're going to carry on pushing. Simple as that. Simple as that. I hate this junction. Yeah, simple as that. We're gonna, if the blood work's really good, we're gonna carry on pushing. If it's not the best, then we're gonna finish the off season as planned in the next couple of weeks. Do sort of a 4, 5, 6 week health maintenance phase, and then potentially start prep. Still don't have any shows in mind yet. What we'll probably do is we'll just start prep, make sure that we're progressing each week. If we hit a point where body gets a bit tired, obviously as we'll be in no rush to do any show because there's loads of shows, man. We'll do similar to what we did last year, where we had like a week here and there of higher food. We basically call it like a diet break, even though it's not a diet break. It's just more of the same food, and we temporarily reduce the volume in training. So for those of you who don't know, volume is simply just the number of working sets. So if I'm doing 2 working sets on something where I'm going to failure for 2 sets, we'll drop that to 1. If there's an exercise where I'm going to failure for 3 sets, we'll probably drop that to 2. Simple as that, simple as that. And what I notice when I do that is, so sometimes if I'm feeling absolutely fucked and I don't feel like training, and maybe digestion's off, sleep's shit, that's a big sign that I need a couple of rest days from the gym, and I've potentially overdone it. Yeah. Whereas if I'm just feeling a bit, if I just don't feel 100%, obviously as long as I'm not ill, and things are starting to, so sleep's starting to sort of like get a bit shit, motivation's starting to drop, then sometimes you don't always need full rest. Sometimes you just need to reduce the volume a little bit. As well, if I start getting flat, what I notice is if I do too much volume, or too much volume that my body can recover from, and I see this with clients a lot as well, sometimes you just need a few days of less volume. So yeah, nice and simple. Yeah, so no shows in mind yet. It's one of those things, but we'll just play it by ear. I'm not fussed either way. I feel like we've put on a fair bit of size this off season. I feel like it's been very productive. Yeah, the lowest my weight got down to was 216 pounds. That were about a week before the show, and then that's about 97 kilos, I believe. I think it's 97, 98, and then now we're about 24 weeks later, I want to say, but we're being basically on cycle and pushing this off season for a good 20 weeks now. So yeah, it's been productive. Now we're weighing around 245, 246, which is like 112 and a half, somewhere around there. Yeah, 112 kilos has been sort of like my average weight this past couple of weeks. And yeah, strength's in a good place. Recovery feels good. Sleep's probably the best it's ever been. And then what I've actually done with my GH, I'm just taking that on training days now. So I was finding it when I was taking it every day. My sleep just goes to shit, man. I just wake up a lot, and yeah, and my hands were destroyed. But yeah, so I've dropped that down to 5 days now. So I just do that post-workout on training days. And one thing which I don't think it's just dropping down to 5, which has helped with my hands. So my hands have improved massively. Like, I haven't been getting the carpal tunnel symptoms anymore. And what I've done is I've just pulled all that. Like, I don't add any like pink salt to my food anymore. The only thing I add to my food is a couple of meals where I have like a little bit of like ketchup and whatever. But fucking I don't have much, and I have the reduced one. But yeah, we just add the low sodium salt, which is a lot higher in potassium. And I've been having a potato meal, 500 gram potatoes once a day as well, which high in potassium. I have 2 bananas a day, again potassium, and then post-workout I have 30 gram a day, so again potassium. And with having all that potassium in and reducing my sodium, yeah, I've not been getting the fucking numb hands, which last year I was in bits. I was waking up, I could not sleep because my hands were that bad. Yeah, so for any of you that are suffering, because I know a lot of guys do, because a lot of guys like to push the GH, low salt, and find ways to increase your potassium, because it does fucking help, man. It does make a big difference. Yeah. Messaging me now. Yeah, and quite funny this actually. So other week someone put on my thing. What did they put? No offence, but you're never gonna turn pro. And you know what? I thought, I don't actually care. Like, I know it might sound like weird to say that, but like, what I realised from doing this is that I just fucking like it. I know it sounds gay, but it's about the journey, man. And that's not me. That's not a cop out for me saying, "Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna turn pro one day." So it's just all about the journey. I'm just doing it because I enjoy it. Because I do obviously want to become pro. Whether it happens this year, next year, the year after. Because the talent in the UK is crazy now. The talent in the UK is crazy. There's a good handful of guys that I look at and think, yeah, I'm not ready to beat you yet. But yeah, I just realised, man, it's fucking like when you love doing it, like I don't really give a fuck what other people think. And obviously, yeah, like I said, like I do want to turn pro, but that's not the be all and end all, because it's like when that happens, obviously I'll have another goal that won't be like, yes, my life goal complete, because obviously it's not like that at all, man. But yeah, and I think it comes down to like, as well, like remembering why I started back doing this. For those of you who don't know, like I competed 2014-15, I think it was, and then we had a little mishap. Went and stayed a few months in, what do they call it? The Queen's HMP Hotel. But yeah, then obviously after that, trained with Rob for a few years, the Barnsley Pitbull. Went to, whilst you were trying to turn pro, went to loads of shows abroad, and it was fucking, you know what, it was epic, but it was a bit like an emotional roller coaster, because he wanted that pro status so bad, and I kind of thought, you know what, maybe it's not for me, and obviously I still trained in that, but I focused on other things, focused on my business. Obviously met Emma, got a little daughter now, Charlotte, who was 3. But then I think what happened is, like, when Charlotte was born, I was like at a bit of a weird place. I was thinking, like, I was going to the gym and I was like thinking, like, I enjoy training, but I need more like purpose to it than this. And like Rob said something to me, and he was like, where do you think you'd be if you never stopped like pushing and you wanted to, and you actually went for it instead of just like dropping off and chilling and whatever. And I thought, so I thought, you know, and I realised that I need some sort of competition, and I think it's healthy for all men. Most guys do it when they're younger, like they play a sport. Like I played rugby for a bit. Most guys in UK, like football, rugby, like they're doing some sort of sport where you're competing either as a team, whatever. Obviously, a lot of guys do MMA now, boxing, where you sort of like, you are a team, but you're on your own as well, and you're competing against other men. And it's something what might sound a bit weird, but like it was missing from my life, and I needed something to, like, I don't know, man. Life can get fucking boring sometimes, man. And I just needed more of a purpose. Like, obviously, like I always got in shit in like sick shape for all the day. But then I just needed fucking more, man. And it was like, and obviously I love bodybuilding. I love training. I love like growing. I love the fucking progress. Like, but yeah, and I just needed like more of a reason to do it. Like I just wanted. To fucking compete. And obviously when you're 32, 33, when you get to like your mid-30s, it's like, what can you do fucking competitively as a male? Obviously as well, bodybuilding, you're sort of like, arguably, 40s potentially the end of the road as well. Which, when that time comes, I'll probably find something else. I think in 2021, so when I was 31, I was like, right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fucking have a go at jiu-jitsu. And my mate teaches jiu-jitsu. I have a few mates that teach jiu-jitsu actually. But what I started, I went to a class and I thought, right, fuck it. It was like grappling jiu-jitsu, and we thought, right, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it properly, innit? So I was going five days a week. Like at first I was so shit, but obviously I was strong, but if you're doing jiu-jitsu, you know that strength can only take you so fucking far, man. And against people that are good, it doesn't take you anywhere. But yeah, and then after a few months we were going to other gyms, fucking chucking people out, and I was like, this is fucking it. This is it, I'm gonna fucking compete in this. This is it. And then a few months later, and then one day we went to the guy who taught us wasn't there, and it was just like 5 or 6 lads, and we were like, right, there's no teachers today, but this is what we'll do. And we did like a little warm-up thing where we do like piggy in the middle here, and I think I started in the middle, and basically you take somebody down, and everybody that you take down, sorry, whoever takes the other person down, the person who was the taker downer, if that makes sense. The person who was taken down stays in the middle here, and we went through. I think I went through all 5 of the guys, and obviously and some of them are fucking lot better than me, but I managed to do it anyway. And then one guy come back in, and I just sort of stepped back, and I heard and felt a pop, and I thought, fucking hell, this ain't good. And I sat on my ass and I pulled up my trousers, and I had a big massive tennis ball poking out of my leg, like my adductor, it was massive. And yeah, within a fucking day my whole leg was black down to my ankle, or a couple of days, and yeah, and that was the end of my fucking jiu-jitsu career. Yeah, but then what I realised was I could still do bodybuilding, because bodybuilding, it's static, it's sort of like static movements, it's static pressing. So I could, within like a week, I could deadlift, squat, leg press. So it was one of those, and then yeah. But yeah, anyway, he was fucking chasing the fucking Ifbb pro card. Whether it happens or not, it is what it is. But I think it'll happen. Maybe this year, maybe not. But just know that we're doing everything possible, and keeping on top of obviously blood work and that, making sure I'm healthy, making sure my blood pressure's always in range, which is a fucking big one. If any of you guys take gear, yeah, you need to check your blood pressure. You need to check your blood pressure, or monitor your blood pressure, as they say, 2-3 times a week, in the morning, after a meal. Yeah, just keep on top of it, and ideally you want it to be under, for me personally, the way I look at it is I want the top number to always be under 130. So my reading yesterday was 121 over 50 something, or something like that. And to me, that's good. That's good. That's in range. So obviously, if it's out of range, if your blood pressure's high, what it does is it just puts it just destroys your kidneys, puts more pressure on your heart. Sometimes, and it can go unnoticed because you get used to it, you don't realise the feeling, and then before you know it, you just fucking have a heart attack and die. And it happens all the time, and it's the fucking number one killer of bodybuilders, and mainly from getting heavy. So whether you're adding muscle or adding fat, it don't fucking matter. Getting heavy is not healthy. And then So that's why it's so important to take your health subs, which I know I've said it before, but your health supplements, like you might be spending, I think I take at least £200 of health supplements a month. And I know it sounds expensive because it fucking is, and it's like, if you can't afford to pay it to get your health supplements, you shouldn't really be fucking taking gear, man. But yeah, right, rant over. We're nearly at TMU, the muscle unit. Nice little drive to Barnsley. I don't mind this drive whatsoever. But yeah, see you guys in the gym. Two more sets on that weight. These feel better a bit higher at 10 to 15. 2 more sets. Have about a minute and a half rest. We'll go again. Pump cover off. Let's go, set number 2. At least 10. Fuck, man. One more set on that way. Last set. Fuck, man. Right, let's turn this into a pet deck fly. For these now, 10 to 15, 8 lowest, but we don't want to be going above 15. Right, let's go. I'm going to try and hold that squeeze a little bit as well. Yeah, man. Probably got one heavier than that. Yeah, one heavier. Right, a little bit heavier. I don't want to be able to get to 15. Let's go. Yeah, man. Chest is super pumped. Right, last set of these. I'll get at least 8. See you in a bit, mate. Oh, fuck. Let's see what we can do with this. The only issue with this, because we've got tight ass shoulders, is fucking getting in it, but where there's a will, there's a way. Right, on this one, 2 sets, 6 to 9. Yeah, I think I got 7 last week on this. Let's see what we can do. But oh yes. Oh yeah, fuck it out. I don't know where that come from. 10. Right. So this is what we're doing in replace of the weighted dip. I know it's not the same, but the purpose of the weighted dip, yeah, as well as getting obviously a good like stretch on chest, and it's obviously a good compound. It hits the triceps hard, and I find this, if I put the handles at the right height, similar sort of thing, hits the triceps very good, very good. So yeah, I don't know where 10 come from. Like I said, I only got 7 last week on that. We'll have a big rest, probably 2 minutes, maybe a bit longer, and we'll do another set on that. So if you notice as well, whenever I do chest press movements, you'll notice I always lock out on every rep, and I always try and lock out on the last rep as well. I know there's like a bit of a theme these days with these like length and partials and going past failure and getting as many as you can partial reps, but it's just something that I've never done ever, and my chest has grown just fine. So personally, I like to complete all reps. The first rep that I can't complete, or the first rep that I have to really grind up, for me that's the last rep. Yeah, and it's worked. Obviously it's fucking worked. But everywhere works. You've got to find the way that you fucking like to do. But yeah, that's the one for me. Right. Oh. I've gone 5 heavier on each side. The rule is 6 to 9. If I can get 10, it's too light. So I've gone heavier. Oh yeah.
First of all, you ain't rap long enough. You fucking with me, you ain't strong enough. So whatever you fucking on, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. I'm taking a mic. That nigga Sharon, not even good actors. Let's out of all the factors. You whack, you twisted, the girls are home. You broke. Oh yeah. Everybody know the old man.
Yeah, man.
You be like,
that'll do. Oh.
I never let it go. I'm tired of weekends.
Right. Bad boy, that. Bad boy. Right. Let's do an incline press. Not ideal. Somebody were on the incline that we normally use, but it is what it is. Right. I've just guessed this weight. I want to get 2 sets to failure, ideally 6 6 to 10, 6 to 12.
Stand up.
Let's go.
Pass out. Wait. Fade. Fade.
Oh. 11. Fuck it. We'll stick on that weight. That'll do. Set number 2. See what we can do.
So I ain't got it tucked in my chain. I'm gangster, more like English suits. Let me show my picture. You niggas is fuck. I'll take off your boots. Leave your ass stretched out like a Cadillac.
Not bad. Not bad. Ideally I don't want to use that again, but not bad. Right. Triceps. Start with a push down. Want to try and make sure I get the squeeze at the bottom of this as well now. 3 sets. Ideally 15. Let's see how we get on. Oh, yeah. You getting off? Yeah? Take it easy, man. Same again. Oh. 11. What's the rep? Right, we're going to be a bit more loose with the form on these, so more pump reps, if you want to call them that. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Right. Some sort of overhead. We'll do 2 more sets of that. It felt good then. Probably not get the pause on the next ones. But yeah, they felt fucking good then. Last set. Let's go.
This is the Bounce Podcast with Andy Whitman.
That'll do. Let's fucking see what the pump's saying. Everything. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Not bad. Not fucking bad. Very productive session. Very productive session. Right. Let's fucking get in the car. Post-workout meal. Bad boy session. Bad boy session. The only thing missing at muscle unit, yeah, is a good ab machine, or Roman chair. Fucking rate Roman chair, man. Yeah, they've got an ab machine, but I don't gel with it. To be fair, yesterday at the start of my workout, I did some good old rope crunches, which I'll probably do before legs tomorrow. Yeah, we're definitely training legs at muscle unit again tomorrow, because even though, so last week I trained legs at Muscle Bound Huddersfield with Big Pete because he were over from Dubai for a week, yeah. And I don't know, I'm hoping that it was just because the machines have been sat in the warehouse for a bit, rusting, so they've not been oiled. The Arsenal strength leg press, yeah, I used it. Best leg press I've ever used in my life, yeah, I used it in Dubai. I think I went up to like 8, maybe 10 plates, for like maybe 8 good reps, nice and controlled, whatever. And I put 4 plates on this one at Muscle Bound, yeah, and fucking hell, it felt absolutely horrible, man. It felt absolutely horrible. It were like, well, I'd say it was heavier on the fucking way up than the way down, but obviously it's going to be heavier on the way up, yeah. But on the way up, yeah, it was so fucking stiff. And one of the fucking handles are broken as well. But I messaged him, and he did say that he sorted it, so we'll see. They've got the Arsenal strength hack squat as well there, and personally, yeah, I don't find it as good as the Cybex hack squats. I do prefer the Cybex Mach 1 hack squat, yeah. And at Muscle Unit they've got the Mark 2, it's Mach or Mark 2, whatever. I do prefer the Mark 1, but the Mark 2, the one at Muscle Unit, is not far off at all. Like, it's fucking just as good. So yeah, we'll be using that tomorrow. And maybe this is because I'm a fucking weirdo, yeah, but the kind of shit that like I lie in bed thinking about on a night, yeah, and it kind of like keeps me up on the night is I think to myself, what rep range should I be doing for fucking legs? Not that obviously they don't all fucking work, yeah, and my legs have obviously grown, but I'll look at them and I'll be like, have they grown? Could they be bigger? Could they be getting more out of them? And I think because I've just been doing one thing, and obviously even though they have grown, I always think, yeah, but if I'm doing this, would they do it faster? Would they grow faster? But anyway, tomorrow, so like what we've been doing, yeah, we've been doing like, I think we've worked up to 5 plates, continuous reps. This is obviously after leg press and everything. Like the hack squat's pretty much the last fucking movement when legs are fried. We work up to 5 plates for 7 reps, and then I drop to 4 plates for I think 9 or 10 reps. But what I'm thinking tomorrow, what I'm contemplating doing, is I want 2 sets in that 8 to 12 rep range. Like, I know I say I don't like going below 6, but I'm just sort of thinking with more time under tension, with more reps. Because obviously there is they say that like 5 to 30 you can do hypertrophy. That's what the fucking science guys say, yeah. But like, what's the difference between 4 and 5? So if 5 is better than 4, surely fucking 8 is better than 6 or 7. You see what I'm getting at? And obviously 6 is going to be better than fucking 2 reps in it, 3 reps. But why is it suddenly as it goes to 4, it goes to like 5 reps or 6 reps, then it works. 4 reps or 3 reps it doesn't. You get what I mean? So I'm thinking, let's push more into that rep range a little bit, yeah. Not that obviously my legs don't get fucking sore. And on the leg press, when we press, we've been getting 8 and a 7, which again we might push up into that rep range above. So we might get 8 on the first set, and then I might take a couple of plates off, and then I just want to make sure that we get again somewhere between 8 and 12. So yeah, we might have a play with that tomorrow. I know I said that going to failure on fucking like high reps on a fucking compound movement like leg press or hack squat or deadlift, you've got more chance of, well, this is so they fucking say, you've got more chance of not only creating muscular fatigue but creating a bit of central nervous system fatigue as well, which if you do that too much, I believe it can take away from other body parts. And that's why you do see a lot of guys that train the fuck out of the legs but then nothing else grows. It's not like they don't know how to train the other body parts, it's just that the recovery demand that they create from training the legs pulls away from everything else, if that makes sense. One of my clients asked me about this actually, and I think if you're peeled, right, and you weigh less than if your lean body mass is less than 200 pounds, I don't think you really need to worry about that. I think more as you get to like 220, lean body mass, 230, 240, like upwards, that's when you're gonna start being able to fucking like destroy your central nervous system with certain lifts, because obviously you're gonna be that fucking strong, and your muscle, the surface area of the muscles is gonna be that much bigger in it, so it's gonna demand more recovery tools. That's my logic anyway. That's my logic. But yeah, bad boy session today, man. Bad boy session today. Still fucking progressing. This deep into the off season as well. Like I said, I'm happy whether we do another 2 weeks and then we start prep. Well, health phase, then prep, or we keep pushing. Either's good for me. I know that adding more size is only going to fucking help the cause. We don't struggle getting peeled, man. Like last year, prep were fucking easy. I feel like I could probably be in like, I'd say I were like 90%, 95% peeled. I feel like I do have a little bit more to get out. Like I could have got a little bit more detail here and there. But I think as well that comes with muscle maturity, and obviously the places where I might not see as much detail are generally just like fucking weaker body parts like hamstrings. Yeah, because genetically my glutes come in like very fucking easily. But yeah, anyway, we'll see. Either way, I know that I'm going to be improved on last year, and that's the fucking main thing, man. That's like the ability to fucking cause progression of my physique. Yeah, that's the fucking reason why I love this one. And that's like one thing what I realised the other day when I had like one of my clients said to me like I really struggle outside prep, like I need to be in prep, I find prep easy, and it's like, yeah, everybody does. Well, most people do. The off season's hard, man. Like for me, this year and last year has been really easy because I feel like I've just been on it. Like now we're at 5,500 calories. I could do 6,000, 6,500. I feel like I could do 7,000. Like, and that's just making sure we're doing like, I'd say I'm doing 8,000 steps minimum a day. I do 30 minutes like incline fast walk on my walk pad every morning. I feel like that fucking helps my appetite massively. Starving for all meals, they all fucking fly down. I could eat each meal like twice again, no problem whatsoever. The only time when there's a fucking issue here is if my day is a bit delayed. Like it were a bit delayed yesterday because I went for my bloods. I like to go for my bloods fasted. I didn't fucking get back till like 11, so I had my breakfast at like 11:30, and then obviously I had to train. I had to get 5 more meals in, and I ended up like eating my meals closer together, like before bed. It wasn't fucking like it wasn't technically hard, yeah. But what I do notice is when I do that, if I eat too much too close to bed and I go to bed too full, my sleep does fucking suffer, man. My sleep just does suffer. Like I had a fucking crazy dream last night, yeah, that I was like I don't know whether it's the fucking growth or what, right? But for as long as I can remember now, yeah, every night I have at least 5 like when I sleep I have fucking crazy dreams, like fucking crazy dreams, like I'm in a different fucking world, like virtual reality or some shit, but fucking crazy, all sorts. And last night I had a dream, yeah, that I was like trying to creep away from this fucking like around this fucking this guy. I can't remember, I don't fucking know why. And I was trying to be proper quiet, and I woke up and I realised that I'd been fucking holding my breath, and obviously like that made me think, have I got fucking sleep apnea? But like Emma, I snore every night. I fucking always snored. But I always ask Emma, do I have sleep apnea? And she's like, well, I watch you sleep, you just fucking snore, you don't hold your breath. And another sign as well, if I had sleep apnea, I'd be fucking like, if you have sleep apnea, you can sleep for fucking 8 hours, 9 hours, and you're gonna wake up in the morning feeling fucked like you haven't slept. And I know that if I have 8 hours sleep, which I've been doing, managing to get in religiously these days, at least 8 hours, like I feel fucking I feel adequately recovered. I don't feel tired in the morning. I feel fresh. So we've not got a sleep apnea, but yeah, if I eat too much too close to bed, it ruins my sleep a bit. I just noticed it a bit last night. So yeah, and as long as you keep on top of that. But anyway, I got fucking way off topic then. So what I was originally trying to say is my client were like, oh, I find prep easier. I'm like, yeah, and it's because what he'd been doing basically is he'd eaten that much shit since his shirt. You know you're fucking out. He eat that much shit since shirt that like we had to do a pullback because he was just fat. He were like 11, 12 kilos over stage weight, yeah, which is like what I am, but he's done it in a shorter time, and his stage weight is, let me work it out how much lighter it was. So say that my stage weight was about 220-ish, yeah, this last time. His stage weight he's basically about fucking 40 pounds lighter. Yeah, so grand scheme of things, he's obviously put on a lot more percentage of weight in relation to his weight than he should have done. And we're like, right, we need to do a pullback because you're just not gonna grow. You're just gonna get fatter now, almost like it's fucking pointless. All joints are inflamed as fuck. Complaining every session about like tennis elbow, fucking tendinitis in his elbows, fucking knees are fucked. Right, let's do a pullback, 4 or 5 weeks, let's get some fat off and then we'll push. Right, so I'm going to checking in, and I'm checking, and he's like, ate loads of chocolate and loads of biscuits yesterday, and it's like I don't know what you want me to say to you. Like, as well as thinking like I can overthink it sometimes. I think like you're representing me. Maybe I don't want you on my team if you're doing that, because you're just going to make me look bad. Like, if you've worked with me for a full year or longer, and on stage you've not improved, like a lot of people these days, they don't see it as the client's fault, they see it as the coach's fault. So you're just going to make me look bad. So should we keep working together? You know what I mean? Is it disrespect, or is it just, well, he's paying me for a service, so like, why do you care? You're getting paid. But when like the thing that you enjoy the most is helping people that want to compete, it's frustrating, put it that way, when the coach wants it more than the client, which happens a lot. Let's put it that way, it happens a lot. Anyway, but like what I basically said to him is, I'm like, look, like, why do you want to do it? Like, I know you want to compete, blah blah blah. You might want to do it to help your business, but the thing is, yeah, at the end of the day, like just wanting to do it because you want to do it, and because you just enjoy the prep bit, or doing it because you think it's going to help your business, it's not enough fuel. It's not enough fucking fuel for the fire, man. It's not enough fuel for the fire at all. You've got to love it. You've got to love pretty much all aspects of it, I think, if you want to get the most out of it. Because there's going to be times, yeah, where it gets fucking tough, and you're going to think, is it worth it? Nah, fuck it off, and you make bad decisions, especially if, so like me, for example, I feel like I can't afford to I feel like I can't afford to miss a beat, yeah. Many reasons. One, I'm fucking 35 now. There's people that are 10 years younger than me that are fucking already better than me. I know I've not got the fucking best genetics. Just a fucking typical white guy. I see guys that have been training for a couple of years and they fucking look better than me. They might not have more muscle, but the shape's better, the structure's better, and that's all it can come down to, man, in the end sometimes. So I feel like I can't miss a beat, and often more than not, you get some of these guys with fucking crazy genetics and they don't even need to take a fucking lot of gear to respond, and it can kind of look like I can take a grammar test, yeah, there can be some fucking freaky black guy with sick fucking shape that takes half of what I'm taking, grows twice as fast, and looks 10 times better. That's what fucking bodybuilding is, man. It's genetics. So at the end of the day, if you don't fucking love it, like you're not gonna have enough fuel for the fire. Like if you're not passionate about it, when times get tough, you're not gonna be able to push through, man. And what it is you're gonna end up wasting your fucking time. You're gonna waste your money. You're not gonna be happy with the progress you make. So one of them. And again, bodybuilding is not for fucking everybody, man. That's why you get all these people that do it, and then they do all these stories like bodybuilding ruined my life, blah 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 blah. Fucking bodybuilding didn't ruin your life, man. Your choices fucking ruined your life. You're fucking madness. You know what I mean? It's like when people say it's like when people say that alcohol ruined their life, but they ruined their fucking own life. And if I upset any of you guys that are watching this, if like, you know what I mean, it's like, take a bit of responsibility, man. It's like if you fucking go out all the time and get pissed, and you think that like going out ruins your life, alcohol ruins your life, take a fucking look in the mirror. Because at the end of the day, you're in control of your destiny. You make your fucking decisions. If you're watching this, you're probably a fucking big boy or girl. But yeah, anyway, my fucking cereals have gone soggy, so I'll try and enjoy them. Right guys, nice one for watching. See you on the next one.